I'll start. It started on its own. Um, Good afternoon. I just wanted to share this really quickly. I woke up this morning very, very happy and grateful. And I was crying tears of joy, like bawling tears of joy. And the reason is because 1 year ago, around this time, there was a lot of chaos in the world. You had the whole George Floyd murder, and there was just all this racial tension in the world. I have an interracial family, and just a lot of chaos. I think I was disappointed. Also, with what was like happening in Michigan at the time, which it was like one occurrence, but it actually ended up leading to, and I'm talking about just people taking over the Capitol in Michigan, and then look what happened in January 6th of this year. But there was just a lot of chaos happening. I'm a humanitarian, and so I was really disappointed that when the pandemic started, that so many people were anti-mask, because it seems like such a simple thing. It's like you're putting a mask on your face, and for me, that's a sign of civic engagement, because what greater form of civic engagement is it than to try to protect yourself, the people you love, and humanity from a virus that is killing people? And I thought that was very straightforward and common sense, but I was really disappointed to see that so many people didn't get that. So all this stuff is happening, and then some interesting things started happening in my personal life. And the reason I wanted to share this message with you today was because the stuff that was happening in my personal life, in addition to what is happening in the world, right? Because I'm sensitive to what's happening in the world, because I've devoted so much of my life to helping communities. I've advanced public policy in Camden, New Jersey, the poorest city in the United States. I've literally traveled to Israel, to Morocco, to Spain, to Italy, and I've done work, a lot of service work. I've built houses in after Hurricane Katrina. I've devoted a whole lot of my life to helping other people. And so this stuff was like happening in my life, and all this stuff happening in the world. And when a lot of things are just heavy on you, it can break you. Like, a lot of people are having like mental health breakdowns right now. And I wanted to share this message because I feel that whenever you are met with an opportunity wherever you are met with a challenge, an obstacle, a barrier, any kind of adversity, it is actually an opportunity for you to solve a problem, for you to solve the challenge, for you to overcome the adversity. And that doesn't mean like you're good. We can solve racism in a day. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is you can become a worse person as a result of negative experiences, or you can become a better person because of it. And so I woke up this morning just feeling grateful, thinking a whole year later, my career is skyrocketing. My business is growing. My family is whole. It's intact. My children are thriving. My son was like student of the week 3 times this year in the middle of a pandemic, and I'm working full time. And my daughter's speaking Spanish. I'm doing well. I'm glowing. I'm doing well. I'm healthy. My students are doing well. My friends are doing well. And I have such an amazing amount of people around me. I'm like getting emotional. And I want to share this with you because challenges don't last forever. And you cannot control what happens to you in the world. You cannot control the way the world is going. But you can control your reaction to it. You can control your reaction to it. So I encourage you to be strong. And a part of being strong is being kind to yourself. A lot of people think kindness is weakness, but actually kindness is strength. Because when the world is hitting you with challenge after challenge, as we've all seen this year, for you to summon the strength within you to still be kind, to still be optimistic, to still be positive, to still help other people, that takes a lot of strength, and it takes resilience. And so never doubt that, and never forget that. And so I don't know who needs to hear this message. Maybe we all do. But short-term challenges should not affect you in the long term. Like, we're all going to experience short-term difficulties, adversities. That's just a part of life. the only way it'll affect you in the long term is if you give into it. You need to stay strong. You need to stand firm in who you are and remember who you are. Actually, I always say this to my friends whenever they're going through a challenge. At the end of every single day, you come home to yourself, right? And what I mean by that is, yes, something bad might happen to me today, but who is Rashida? Who's Dr. Weaver? Who's Rashida? Forget the mother, the professor, all that stuff. Who is the person that I have always been throughout my entire life, right? And who am I? And I come home to that. No matter how anybody treats me in the world, no matter how difficult a day I have, come back and remember who I am. A loving, a kind, a giving person, a smart person, a resourceful person, a strong person. Remember all of that at the end of every day, no matter what happens. And I think when you come home to yourself, I know, because I've been doing this my whole life. I know that when you come home to yourself, when you remember who you are, regardless of what happens in your life in a given day or a given moment, you will always be okay. You will always, always be okay. So never forget to come home to yourself and never allow a short-term difficulty. The pandemic is short-term. We've had pandemics in the world before. We've had pandemics throughout history. It is short-term. It might have been going on for over a year, and maybe, who knows, maybe it'll go on for another year. That's still short-term in comparison to how long we are living nowadays. People are living until 80 and 90 years old. 2 or 3 years is nothing. Okay? And so this may be a challenge, but you stay strong, you stand firm, come home to yourself every single day, and strive to do well. My goal throughout this pandemic has been, regardless of what happens, at the end of this, I want to thrive. So I'm exercising every day. I'm eating healthy. I'm spending time with my friends. I'm making new friends. I'm going out of my way to make new friends. Because someone asked me the other day about support and like what happens if you don't have support. Find it. There's a lot of people in this world, and a lot of them can't wait to discover you. Like, seriously, a lot of people cannot wait to discover somebody that is exactly like you. And so go find those people. Reject anybody that is not there for you, because if the more time you spend with negative people, the less time you can spend with positive people. Okay, you don't have that much time in the world. So you have to choose who you're spending your time with very, very wisely. But you guys get what I'm saying. Come home to yourself, be good to yourself, be kind to yourself, and at the end of this pandemic or whatever challenge you face, your focus should be on thriving. Your focus should be on taking the lessons you learn from this negative experience and growing from it and becoming the best version of yourself that you can possibly be. Every time you face a challenge, every single time, we take the lesson, we learn it, we apply it to our lives, and we end up better. Always better, always. All right, have an amazing day. It's Thursday. Have an amazing day. Have an amazing weekend. The weather is beautiful, and I'm gonna enjoy my coffee now.